Hey guys, welcome to the Blue Biker. I am Ayush Rathod and today we are talking about gloves, specifically short cuff gloves and full gauntlet gloves and what differentiates them and which one should you choose. So without further ado, let's start. We'll start with the short cuff gloves. These are Rynox Urban X that I got a few months ago. Before that, I used to wear these all the time, everywhere. But then I moved to these. I'll explain why I did that, but before that, let's wear them and I'll tell you what these gloves are like to wear, to ride with, and what are its downsides because these have a few downsides. This is important. Just see how fast I can just wear them. That's it. Literally takes 2 seconds. It's important. You'll realize it. These are short cuff gloves because they just extend till your cuff length, short, and they are not very long. They are low profile. They are lightweight. It's probably because they are made of mesh textile and a bit of leather. Now these are the ones that I found that have some leather on the palm side, but there are a couple of gloves on the market that are just textile and mesh totally. That's not an issue really because these are level 1 gloves, so they are safe enough for most bikers unless you go really fast or you ride rashly. In that case, you will need a level 2 glove. But for most people who ride at a steady pace, I'm not one of them. I am sometimes, but a lot of times I also like to go fast. When I know I'm not going to go fast, these are the gloves that I wear. But the protection is still basic. Like, yeah, you have palm sliders, you have some level of protection on the palm in case you have to slide on the road, you have knuckle protection, and you have some level of finger protection, but that is not a lot, to be honest. So if you go down, there's a chance that your wrist might break, but then these palm sliders are there to prevent that. But still, there's a chance that because you can move your hand anywhere you want, your pinky will go because pinky finger is usually the first one to break in case of a crash. If you land like this, boop, it's gone. I mean, it won't completely go, but it will not be in the same direction it is facing right now. The one reason why I picked these gloves is comfort. They are really comfortable to wear. They are lightweight and they have a lot of ventilation, which is very important in our country, honestly. At the same time, as I showed you, they are super easy to put on and take off. Like, that's it, they are off and I want to put them on. If you ask me one reason to wear short gloves, it's because of this comfort and how easy they are to take off and put on. This is important if you are on a tour where you have to constantly take the gloves out to eat or to check your phone or whatever. Obviously, they say this thing works on phone screens, but most times it does not. Another benefit of these gloves is that they are cheap. Like, I got them for around 3,500 if I remember correctly. And yeah, for that price you get decent protection. The quality is also good. Rynox has done a great job on these, by the way. I was not a fan of Rynox 3 years ago, but now their products have improved a lot and I'm back to owning a lot of Rynox stuff. My next jacket might also be Rynox, but let's see. Let's remove these and put on the full gauntlet gloves and see what they are like to wear. These are full gauntlet gloves, and you can call them race pack because these are the only type of gloves that are allowed on most tracks. Some tracks will allow shorties, but for the most part, as far as I know, most tracks, if not all, require you to have full gauntlet gloves. What makes these gloves amazing is the level of protection they offer, and that is a lot of protection you have over here. Starting from the fingers, you have finger protection. There are some vents, but they hardly work. There is this pinky bridge that prevents your pinky from coming off or pointing the wrong direction. It's You have palm sliders, you have knuckle protection, you have accordion panels for comfort. Then there is also protection over here for your thumb. Two levels of retention, the first one and the second one, so that even if one of them comes loose, the other one will still keep the glove on your hand. And they prevent hyperextension to some degree. Now, obviously, I can move my hand around a lot because I'm not wearing a jacket. Usually, you'll have your jacket inside this, so this becomes even tighter, and then you can move your hand a bit. So yeah, when it comes to protection, these are the safest type of gloves you can buy. These are level 2 gloves, and yeah, they can't get any better than that. Another aspect that brings protection with it, is that they are completely made of leather. Like this is cowhide leather, if I remember correctly. Viaterra grid, by the way, these are Viaterra grid. And since they are leather, you have excellent abrasion protection. Abrasion protection is when you are sliding and the tarmac will try to eat your skin, but these will prevent tarmac from eating your skin. So that's good. Full leather construction means they are hot and your hands will get hot. At the same time, they are not as flexible as shorties because these are like kind of flimsy. These are not. These won't flap around that much. Then we come to maintenance because these require some amount of maintenance. I've made a video on it. I'll put a link over here where basically if you just condition them once every couple of months with some type of a conditioner, leather conditioner, they'll outlive your textile gloves any day. You can also get short cuff gloves in leather if you want. There are a few options on the market. I'll maybe put a photo and name of the product if I can find it. So yeah, these are great, but the one downside that totally does not work for me is how uncomfortable they are on rides, on tours where you have to constantly take them off or you have to move around and you need that level of ventilation. Take this for example. I open the glove, I open the glove, and then I have to pull my hand out because it's just held down by it. And even when you want to put them on, it's a process. Lastly, these are expensive. I got these for 5,500 3 years ago. They are still surviving, but yeah, it's an expensive choice. Apart from short cuff gloves and full gauntlet gloves, there are also some other types of gloves. Let me give you an example. This piece of that one, I don't even know what to call him. One Royal Enfield employee sold me when I was a new biker. I got them about when I was a new biker about 5 6 years ago, and these are terrible. These are the basic street gloves that you get for 1,500 2,000 rupees, and they may seem really awesome at first because oh wow, knuckle protection, and they are comfortable, they are cheap. But trust me, you don't want these because they are not safe at all. They don't come with any kind of level 1 or level 2 CE certification, nothing. It's just some cheap textile or suede. I'm not even sure if this is real suede, but yeah, cheap textile that the moment you crash, your hand is gone. These won't work, so avoid these. There are also some other types of gloves that you may encounter in the wild. One is off-road gloves. I'll show you a picture of them. They are amazing as long as you're off-roading because they offer some level of protection against impact and they are super tactile, which is very important when you have to feather the clutch and throttle and everything when you are off-roading. But when it comes to actually wearing them on the road, they are not safe because they don't offer any kind of abrasion protection. They are super comfortable though because they are just made of mesh most times and you get a lot of ventilation, which is again very important for off-roading. But on the road you need abrasion protection as much as you need impact protection. So that brings us to the main question: which one should you buy? Should you pick full gauntlet gloves or short glove gloves? Ideally ideally I would say get both of them. I have both of them, and it's really good to have two types of riding gear with you because you can pick and choose which one will be suitable for the kind of ride you're going on. For example, if I'm going to a mountain road where I know I'll be cornering and all that, these are the ones that I will ideally wear. Although sometimes I forget, but I try to wear these when I know I'm going to be riding fast or hard. On the other hand, these are what I wear for touring or when I know I'm not going to go balls out crazy on my ride. Yes, I agree. This may not be the best option for everyone because, come on, man. To combine, this comes down to what 8 9,000, and I understand that may not be practical for a lot of bikers. In that case, you have to assess your risk and how much priority you put on comfort. If you want something that is as safe as it can get full gauntlet gloves. There is no replacement for them. I'll say it again. Even though these are amazing, they are not as safe as full gauntlet gloves. So get the full gauntlets. But if you want comfort and if you want a textile feel where you'll be touring, you can go for short curved gloves. You must also consider your riding style. If you are someone who rides at a steady pace, not going too fast, not cornering too hard or anything, short cuff gloves, shorties will fit you just fine. But if you are someone who likes to ride hard, please avoid shorties. Instead, just get full gauntlet gloves. That is why I said get both of them, man. When you're going fast, you can wear the better ones, and when you're going slow, you can wear the comfortable one. I would like to end the video on the note that you need to get your hands on the best gloves you can, regardless of the budget you have. Let's say you have a budget of 4,000 rupees, you have some incredible options. Get the best one you can buy in that. It should at least have level 1 safety, at least. Level 2 is amazing, but level 1 also works. Beyond that, wear your gloves. The best riding gloves are the ones that you actually wear, even if they are level 1 certified. Also, palm sliders, they are hella important. That's it for now. I'm Ayush Rathod. This is the Blue Biker. I hope you guys found this video helpful. And if you did, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. And I'll see you guys soon. Cheerio.